Hi guys, TheGrecianThunder here with the 7th edition of Double the Vinyl 2011. It's been a few days, quite a few days, almost a week since I made my last video. And just wanted to show you some things I've picked up recently and a couple things that I added earlier in the year to my collection, as well as a surprise at the end that I got yesterday. But first, I want to show you the records I picked up at the Acid Mother's Temple show that I went to last Saturday. This first one is Kawabata Makoto. He's the guitarist for Acid Mothers, and this one's called White Summer of Love Dreamer. It's just 2 songs. I don't have an outer sleeve that can hold this for some reason. Like this record is just a little too wide. He does everything on this record: acoustic and electric guitar, bouzouki, sarangi, tambura, organ, hurdy-gurdy, electronics, field recording, and voice. So there's a lot of loops, and it's really, really cool. And I'm really glad I picked this up. I think it might be a limited pressing too. It's on Black Rest Rainbow Records, so I'll have to look more into that. So yeah, that was one of them. The other one was Kawabata Makoto and Michishita Shinsuke. This one's called let's see, what is it called? Circle, Triangle, Square, or Maru Sankaku Shikaku. And yeah, it's Makoto is in Acid Mothers and Shinsuke is in LSD March, which I believe is another Japanese like psychedelic band. But here's the front, back. This is also, I believe, two songs. And here's the inner sleeve here. That's basically, looks like all the instruments they play. This one is more, I guess more into the world music realm for me. And I listened to this after having a few drinks, so it got really intense. And by the way, that show, oh, if you get to see those guys live, do so. It was amazing. And actually we had to, my friends were, they had a little extra stimuli, so I had to end up, unfortunately, leaving a little early, but I had to work really early in the morning the next day anyway. But yeah, it's on this awesome green splatter vinyl, 2 songs. One's called Spider's Thread, the other is called Rock of Fate. And it is it's pretty intense. Kind of reminds me of, I don't know, like Buddhist monk, like trance chant type stuff. It also came with this cool insert. It has some records that look like they might strike my fancy. I think what is the label? Pro-Phase Music. So that's that one. Up next, on recommendation from Big Star 1000, and a lot of my friends and a lot of you guys have recommended this, and I think Tony just showed this as well. It's Camel, Moon Madness. Picked this up for like $4, and it's great. I look forward to finding more of their stuff. Mirage, I think, is next on my list to find. So, real good music. And if you haven't picked it up, do so. Up next, I got this beginning of the year actually, but it is the only record these guys released. And I believe some of them went on to be in Uriah Heep. It's Keith Relf, Martin Pugh, Bobby Caldwell, and Louis Sonamo. And yeah, some of them are in Johnny Winter and Captain Beyond, but that record is Armageddon. I heard the lead track on this like probably about 10 years ago, Buzzard. And this is on A&M Records. Great album. A lot of cool riffs and percussive work, and the vocals are a little bit, tiny bit cheesy, but I really like it. I'm glad I found it. I've been looking for this pretty much as soon as I heard that song. So up next, another Big Star shout out, and Earl of Suave actually talked about him too, because Big Star talked about him. It's kind of a, you know, this community thing, but it's Dorothy Ashby with Afro Harping. One of my first forays into the jazz realm here. I have another record I'll show in a later video. Yeah, but jazz, I don't know, maybe it's something I haven't really considered yet, but it's definitely something I'm going to get into. I don't know about the standard stuff, but I like the I don't know, the more groovy stuff, I don't know what you'd call it. If you guys have a genre description for me, you know, the stuff that hip hop artists that they sample all the time. That's the stuff I like, because you can dance to it, right? So this album is great. I want to pick up that other record. Oh, it's slipping my mind right now. It starts with an R, but Big Star did an obscure classic on one of Dorothy's. The other record that's really phenomenal. Up next, a lot of people have shown this already, but you know, it's something I bought this year, so it's Black Angels with Phosphine Dream. And they have a couple of releases coming up here in 2 weeks on Record Store Day. I think Phosphine Nightmare, and the other one's called A Really Good Pair, or A Good Pair. Probably pick up one or both of those, hopefully. But yeah, excellent record. I mean, it has, you know, has the awesome inner sleeve with the booklet with all the lyrics and some cool psychedelic style artwork. So that's really neat. I love that bands are like reverting back to that old packaging style, you know, all the goodies. Up next, a band that needs no introduction, because everybody shows this record, but picked this up a couple months ago, just because, you know, I'm starting to collect them. So Boris with Smile, Southern Word pressing. So many good things can be said about this record, but yeah, one thing that I read about it is it's basically them making fun of themselves, and I think Dan actually mentioned it when he showed it way back when. But great record. Up next is my very first eBay win. I never dabbled as far as records with eBay before, and now I am. So I might go broke pretty fast, but it's Hawkwind, it's Cork, Strangeness and Charm from '77. One that's on eBay. I think I paid like $8 for it. I was kind of scared of this record because I listened to Hawkwind, got introduced to him by my stepdad, probably about 17 years ago, 18 years ago. Oh my god, I'm getting old. But yeah, I mean, I'm kind of going backwards from where I want. I'm starting at the kind of the end of their career that I enjoyed with this record, and then going backwards to the first album. I want to pick up, you know, Hawkwind, the self-titled. I want to pick up Warrior on the Edge of Time. I want to pick up Hall of the Mountain Grill, which, you know, all great records, and this record is no exception. I mean, there's a couple songs on here that are kind of showcasing their more punky moments, and there's actually a video of Cork, Strangeness and Charm here on the YouTubes when they performed on Mark Bolan's TV show, and it's kind of weird. Their look at that time, you know, they'd evolved a little bit. There's also a great documentary, BBC4 documentary on here as well, about Hawkwind, so check that out. And then last but not least, a special surprise. Went to a store called 99 Cent Records here in Portland. Love the name. And was really surprised. It's a store I'd never been to before. My first foray into it, and it was really groovy. They had a lot of cool music, a lot of world stuff, South American and all over the world. And then they also had, like, you know, a lot of soul and rock and jazz and all that, you know, typical fare, but it was cheap. So, but what made it special for me was the way they packaged it, and the way I paid for it, really. I saw that they did cash only, and I had my card with me, and the owner, one of the owners, happened to, they just got iPhone 4s, and they had a program where you can pay with a card and with the iPhone, and I just signed it with my finger, and then she said, "Can I wrap that for you?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And she wrapped it for me in butcher paper with a deli sticker. Deli. I thought this was awesome. Yeah, let me show you the records. How you guys doing? Got a record show coming up next Saturday, that's why I've kind of slowed down. And record store day is the week after, so I know we're all kind of slowing our buying a little bit. The first record, got it for like $7, $6. It's The Cats, 45 Lives. I got this record based on the cover, okay? Side note, I don't really like cats. I don't know what it is. I mean, they like me and I'm okay with them, but I'm not really a big fan. So I decided to face my indifference and pick up The Cats. It's on Rare Earth, and I haven't listened to it because I just opened that live here. But from what I've heard on, like, just looking for videos and music, it's really poppy, kind of dreamy. The vocals, they sing very well, so it's not my normal focus, but I'm expanding my repertoire a little bit, so it's good to add stuff like this to it. I mean, if you guys have a comparison, go ahead and put it in the comments and let me know. But I look forward to listening to it. And then finally, another cover by, but I think I'm going to be really pleasantly surprised by this record because I did do some, searching around after I bought it. I bought it based off the cover. Locomotive GT with Bum. I believe this is their third album. It's from '73, and I think that's the label right there, Pepita. Here's the inner sleeve. These guys are Hungarian, and all the lyrics are in Hungarian. And yeah, 73, made in Hungary. Check them out. I mean, it's good. It's really good, and I'm really looking forward to listening to it. I think it's hard rock, little prog. Yeah, and it's that early '70s stuff. So it's stuff that I'm really attracted to right now. So, but yeah, that is my finds so far, and I got a few more that I'll probably listen to and show you later on. But I'm going to the Night Owl Record Show next Saturday, and Record Store Day on the 16th. So I'll see you guys soon, and I hope you're having a great weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye.